Hello. All right. I just want to make sure that I sound okay. Okay, sound fine. What's up, you boy Pred? How you doing? All right. So we're gonna be doing more Pomeg glitch stuff. I'm gonna be seeing if I can get a stable date and time. Blah blah blah. I think I actually did have. I don't know if I had a game in or whatever. Okay. I was at 46. Just came back from my Gen 3 starter RNG, got a shiny Mudkip super easy. Thank you, Black Magic. Or thanks for stopping by, Black Magic. I am glad you were able to easily get a shiny. 14002 gang, or what's up? Alright, we're going for 224. This is going to be 223, 46. Eon Timer is 46. Oops, didn't mean to do that. What's up, Blue Shark? How you doing? What up, Riley? YouTube keeps thinking that my audio bitrate is bad, but it's actually just because when I don't talk, there's literally no audio. I guess I don't love the sound of it without audio, but what am I gonna do? Like, it's just weird little clicking noises and whatnot like that. What's up, Frank? How you doing? Ow. And I have the ability to focus my camera now, which is nice. My webcam, I mean. Alright, let's see what I landed on. It's been a few days since I've done this RNG, so looking for tails. Still going for Gator, yeah. Did I just bank it first try? Yeah, I did. Banked. First try. I like when it takes a long time. Oh, he's gone. Coming back. Oh. We got a pretty good one right off the rip there. Pretty weird one. Alright, moving on. Okay, it's gonna be 25 seconds or 45 seconds, 25 minutes. That's a heck of a scrambled egg, you're telling me. I really like the one where the egg totally disappears. Can you get rid of bad eggs in this game? I don't know, but you can't keep it permanently. So like it doesn't even matter. If you make it work, will you make a video? Yeah, well I might, but the thing so like the thing about it is even if I make it work, it wouldn't be easily reproducible yet for other people. Because what I'm relying on is a parameter known as ASLR, which is pretty random. And so even if I could get the seed correct, other people might not be able to, even if they do the same date and time as I do. I wonder if I can do a thumbnail. Enable live chat, enable slow mode, only live chat, yeah. Oh, you can raid people on YouTube now. I didn't know that. It's heads. He's wrong. Went to get great ability ribbons on your perp Metagross. Latias ended up popping off a 100 win streak at the end of. Oh my lord. I don't know what my highest win streak is in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think it's just the minimum required to get the ribbon. Dude, the governor of Florida is such a piece of garbage. Holy fuck. Bro, fuck this guy. What an a-hole. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of trouble with the battle tower and stuff like that. The streaks are so long that you have to win. I don't like doing it. Hi, Saffron. My kitty's over there. What did he do this time? He signed a bill banning transgender women from girls and women's sports. I like this one because this is where you get all the people who... It's very easy to out the transphobes with this type of discussion. Not that I think it's not a discussion worth having. When can we get Florida back to Spain? Hopefully ASAP. Puts them at an advantage. It's the right call. Hey, you're banned. See you later. Never come back to my channel or stream. Unsubscribe, please. I'll keep you banned even if you're a channel member. There you go. See? Now it's the transphobes right away. Literally, I make one mention of it. Person who thinks that sports competitions are more important than making people feel comfortable in their own bodies in society. You've helped me get a cute charm diamond save. I've nearly completed a full living desk with as many shiny as possible. Big thank you, brother. Hey, I'm glad, Ben Josh. I've still never done a full playthrough of a cute charm game. Any playthrough of a cute charm game. Bro, Hobbs SSBM's fucking bio is funny as fuck. Holy shit, what a good tweet. I don't know if there's any fellow Melee players, but Jesus Christ. Do I have an internet one? Dude, this is so funny. I have to add the internet one. Add window capture. Do I have internet somewhere? Dude, look how fucking funny this is. Melee's disk code is GALEO1. It's a Galo 1 wings. This shit's fucking fire. I think that's the funniest tweet I've seen like all week. But heads. This is heads, tails, tails, whatever. Heads, heads. What the heck? I don't know where I am now. Oh, I'm just one late. What do you guys think? Any encounter or no? Wow, we got an encounter? Wow, I got a random Manaphy egg encounter? Wow. See you later. That wasn't even the right seed as well. Pokefan randomness. Yeah, I'm gonna continue banning because you're transphobic, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ. This is some turf-laden messaging you've got here. Yeah, that wasn't even the right seed. That was that seed was 480210C8 instead of 480210C6. Yo, Greeny, I'm so happy you're back. I was actually getting worried about you. Because someone like Darkanify, I wouldn't worry about because I don't know. But like I know you have like, you know, I know you're sick all the time, so I was worried about you. Like Green Darkness is a well individual as far as I'm aware, so I'm glad you're all right at least, or all right relatively, you know, not dead. or I'm just happy to see you. Have you made any progress in any of your projects? No. I've done well. Here I can show you guys what I've been doing. Actually, I'll show you guys after this attempt stuff that I've been working on. Turning to you after being dead to the world for weeks. First thing I see is you supporting trans rights. Thank you so much for your care. Hey. Of course. I mean, I'll listen. I'll betray the banning a little bit with the fact that obviously I think there is more nuanced discussion that you can have in regards to trans women and their place in sports, but I think that this is not an easy place for me to do that, and the rhetoric that fucking dude was spitting, or, you know, I don't know their gender. The rhetoric that person was spitting was just turf-laden bullshit. Alright. Oh, this is a fast egg. You know, there are bad eggs supposedly you can catch. But like, I will not have it for... Plus, he was just getting history wrong. He said stuff like girls' sports were created for girls because they had absolutely no chance competing in open. Which, as far as I'm aware, isn't actually 100% the history. I know a lot of women's sports popped up just because... I know a lot of women's sports ended up popping up because... like, didn't women's baseball basically pop up because all the men were at war? Like, that's not even necessary. Like, they just weren't allowed to compete in baseball before, and they had their own separate shit. Anyway. I don't feel like talking about it. Too much more. I also am fairly certain, and you probably know more than I do, but I'm fairly certain that if a trans person also had puberty blockers, it that's why they're so important, right? It like highly affects how they develop, or I guess it would be puberty blockers only for M to F, right? Probably. But yeah. I see you too. Good luck on your manip. Thank you. And I mean, even if there is advantages or not advantages, in my experience anyway, like I think it's I think typically, if you ask me, it's more important to like what is more important for society, like you know what I mean? Like, you ask me, making trans people feel like they're capable of being themselves is very important. I mean, this person was like banning stuff like, you know, like school sports too. We have another valid encounter. Hello. This is a new one. I've never seen that before. All right, well, see you later. That was a cool one. Just once, I would like to get an egg that has a menu. Or for alligator, I suppose. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That wasn't even the right date and time and everything like that. 27, so we're 26, 43. It did actually kind of look like bacon, yeah. Oh, yeah, so... Oh, I meant to show you. You know what? I'm going to stop the timer so I can show you guys. Alright, so... I'm not done with all of them yet, but... I hope none of my friends are watching this stream. If you are my friend in real life, or you're Blake, you know who you are. Tune out, please. That'd be great. Alright, so... I am getting married, you know, hopefully 2022. So I'm going to ask several people that are my good friends to be my groomsmen, and I have been making them custom Game Boy Advances. Or not making them, but I've been doing custom GBAs with IPS screens for them. As you can see here. So I have 6 of them, but I only have 4. You know, I have 4 left to make. I have all the cases here. I have all of the remaining screens here. And I have all of the remaining Game Boys here. Now, in addition to that, I am also making them not custom games, but they're all going to come with a copy of Pokemon Emerald. So this one is the only different one, by the way, because this is for my best man. His favorite is, his favorite color is green, so I'm making him green, and he's getting the only one with a green cartridge, so it matches. Everyone else is getting a black one for, like, you know, tuxedos or whatever I guess you want to call them. Oh, this isn't it. Which is the game that has the save on it? Is this the game with the save? I'm going to make a video on this too. I've been recording me doing all of it. What do you do for SP2? Only for my... No, my groomsmen are all getting these ones. They're cheaper to buy. Alright, so on top of that, the only other thing I did, it's Emerald, if you recall. So I have replaced Wallace with me. Just with the little sprite swap. How much is a GBA exactly? I paid like $250 for 5 of them, and then I had an extra one lying around my house. So, yeah, the only difference in this Emerald is that I see Groom Jake just did little stuff, and I changed my entire team. I'll show as much of the team as I can, but I made myself harder. This is one of Hefe's random save files that I just happen to have. Oh, look. Santiago. He's on his shelf. Say hi. Don't tell them about the change? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm going to tell them that I'm the champion in the game. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe I'll tell them, like, I'll hint at them, like, oh, you should play it. There's a change. We don't have a date yet. Did I miss? We don't have a date yet, but we're going to start perusing venues soon. Yeah, I used some ROM hacking tools to change the, well, I have a flasher. Where did I put it? Is it here? So I have a flasher. It's called it's the Inside Gadgets GBX rewritable. And then, I just have I have like a crap ton of these fake Mother 3 cartridges that I bought from China that are all easily able to be reflashed. What's up, buddy? And then I used ROM hacking tools to change the Emerald ROM that I would load onto it. Oops. I will say the one thing I didn't do... Oh, I can beat the Swampert. The one thing I didn't do was do the soldering that's required to... The one thing that I didn't do is... Because this is the IPS screen, you're supposed to solder 3 different points to make it the brightness adjustable, but I didn't do that because it just takes a lot of time. So I have a Latias, stuff like that. So I have a pretty strong team, and you can compare the brightness to, because I did make one for myself in an SP form factor that does have the brightness changes. So you can tell these two brightnesses are the same. Actually, let me take the cartridge out, or I can just do this. So these two brightnesses should be about the same, but then when I do this, you can tell how much brighter this one gets. This one starts as the middle thing, but I think this still looks good. Plus the soldering on this one is easier. This is only a 3-point. This is a 1-point solder. It's just 2 points together. This one is a 3-point solder. You have to solder like 3 different spots. I don't have the time. So, yes, that is what I am doing when I ask all of my groomsmen to be groomsmen for me / best man. Oh, wrong one. So, that is what I've been working on with my little limited free time, to say the least. Happy Lappy, I will show more of my full process, like on how I did all of the changes. It's really simple stuff, but I'll show all the process when I eventually compile the footage, and when I finish them. And when I ask them, because I have seen 0 of these people in person, with the exception of my brother, since February of 2020. My brother I have seen on holidays and such, but the guy asked to be my best man. 2 other of my groomsmen are in like a friend group I've had since high school. I haven't seen them in forever. I've seen them since February 2020 because we took COVID and quarantine pretty seriously. And then one of them is a person I've never met in real life, but I've known since I was 14. And then the other one is my brother, and the other one's my cousin. I'm getting married. Yeah. I am engaged, indeed. On top of all of that, someone asked a question, I forgot. Is there a tutorial to make one of those? No, Wyatt. What do you mean, what? In all capitals. For the price. Is it possible the delay affects the Pomeg glitch? What affects it is 2 things effectively. I know if you're one of the fucking glitch nerds, mind my simplifying of the topic, but basically there's 2 things that affect it. One is this parameter called the ASLR. It's also known as DMA, dynamic memory addresses. The other one is the current frame that you're on, your current PRNG state, right? Which means initial seed, which means delay. So effectively what I'm saying to you is, yes, delay matters. What also matters is your current frame and your, which is why I do chat up, right? And then your ASLR, which is also date and time based. However, we don't really have a solid foundation to manipulate the ASLR right now. We don't really have a good way to control the ASLR, so the only way to do it is by lots of manual testing. Whoa, look at that. Look at that little corner. You guys see it in the corner there? Oh, God, we got a long one again. Nope. Oh, it's the level 41. And we freeze. All right, moving on. Moving on. 220, 42. I think this glitch was originally discovered in late 2019, early 2020, but I don't remember. I remember you found a video said fire and leaf green. You can find your SSD if you found a shiny. After finding the shiny, I can then find my seed easier to find more shinies. Yeah, you can do that. All of that is correct. Yes. I mean, since the delay keeps running even after you load the save file, land on a seed is also puttable. The battle RNG could see. Interesting. I have not thought of that. From what I understand, it doesn't affect it, Walter, but I'm not 100%. There are a few things that are known to affect it, and ASLR determines if you're getting the correct encounter. So ASLR is basically a big part of what determines the Pokemon that you're actually fighting. And so that's why, you know, I'm looking for a Fralgator. Now, what determines if the battle menu loads, because the game is crashing at the same spot every time, which is the battle menu isn't loading. What determines if the battle menu loads or not isn't fully understood. Map told me, the guy who discovered really all of this, told me that the big thing is the enemy party pointers get annihilated in the corruption, and that's really what's causing a lot of the crashes. I'm late on this one. This is going to be a heads flip. Yeah. Well, we know we'll get an encounter here because I have been. Oh, froze there. Do I still stream on Twitch? I am stopping streaming on Twitch. I haven't made an official announcement about it, I guess, but I guess this is it. Because I haven't had the fucking energy. I just don't have a lot of energy these days. But hi, mamas. Oh, I have to show you my cat. She's so cute. No, there's no easy way to do it. Frick. She looks so cute, I promise. Other way, other way, other way, other way, other way. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, there's my other one. They're so cute. Okay. I'll go back to the game. All right. Well, assuming the shiny didn't come from an egg, right? Yeah, no, you're right. It can't be from an egg. And yeah, I'm pretty much done with Twitch. I just don't stream frequently enough for Twitch to be... Twitch is something that you have to like stream pretty much every day on in order to get any kind of following, and it just wasn't really conducive to the growth of my channel, and I don't know. And it also keeps deleting your VODs. So I don't like that either. I think we're getting a head flip here again because I was slow. Yeah. We could try some different frames. The normal crash is just a black screen. See, this is the normal crash. I can basically skip most of the process in the 40 minutes you have for finding a shiny starter. You don't even need to do anything. All you need to know, if you currently have a shiny, all you need to know is your Squirtle's exact IVs. Yes, you could get shiny birds and stuff like that. You just need to learn its exact IVs, which you would need to level up with either keeping track of its EVs or using rare candies. Those are the two things you would need to do. I'm fairly certain, Walter, it's not delay based. Because I am doing a different amount each time. But daycare would also be a reliable way up. Yeah, that's actually true too. See, that's stuff I don't even think of. I will say I am going to be going back to GameCube stuff soon too. I'm waiting for something to come in the mail for my GameCube, and then probably even as early as tomorrow, maybe the next day, I will be doing some attempts for a 5IV shiny Metatite in my GameCube, which is exciting. Whoa. I feel like I hit the right seed. Yeah, I did. It's gonna be another Raikou level difficulty. Oh, and we crashed. I keep hearing shit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm delusional. It just sounds like someone is shaking my door. I think that's just like a kid flipping on a skateboard or something. I am becoming the crotchety old man. Another Raikou? No, it's like not like a... Oh, I see what you're suggesting. No. It's literally a Metatite. It's literally Metatite. It's just Metatite is about as difficult as Raikou. In Colo. Oof, good luck with that. Oh, I'll need it. And I didn't hit the button. Dang it. It's 2841. Well, hopefully. It's always hard to know. Like I could have end up on the right ASLR, and then I wouldn't even know. Because it could still freeze even if you're on the proper ASLR, which is super cool. I don't know if Fish is going to be giving up on the ASLR thing or not. I don't think he is, but he's just busy because I think he works 2 jobs right now. But hopefully he's able to give me and the glitch community something to work with in regards to the ASLR, and we'll be able to actually do that soon, because there is some cool stuff you can do with this. For example, when you catch a Pokemon here and it's registered as an egg, that means you'll catch an egg, that means you'll catch it and it will be an egg. What you could then do is you'll know the PID of the Pokemon you caught, and then you could just trade it to another game and hatch it shiny there. So it could be a cool way to get a random weirdo shiny. That's pretty cool, I think. Yeah. Stuff like that. The Ivies wouldn't be of much help, would they? It can be accurately predicted based on the corruption. Maps program is going to soon be able to output PID of the Pokemon. Like, it's the corruption is predictable and will always corrupt the same way when you're actually corrupting it. Stuff like that. Heads. Well, we could get some weird shit here. Nope. I might have been too early, honestly. Going for 30, 40, so yeah, it's 29. Ugh, and it's so nice out right now, too. There won't be any spin to spot placing then. What do you mean? Oh, you mean using a Spinda as PID? No, I don't actually know 100% what you mean. You'll have to explain. Oops. Hi, Saffron. I want her to come here. I hadn't considered SV trading for games before Gen 6. Well, you know what? The only reason I honestly considered it is, I would say it's twofold. One, it's because that's how you have to do it for Manaphy, right? If you want a shiny Manaphy, you have to do it that way. Number 2 is I've done it in Gen 3 some odd amount. You know, with the Pokemon Emerald, TID corrupt eggs, where you corrupt a Pokemon back into an egg, preserve all other factors of it, and then you can rehatch it in another game. So like that's how I got a shiny Celebi. In addition to that, I did it for my 6 IV shiny Swablu. I did it that way for basically no reason. Well, not no reason, but basically, there was just a shiny that I wanted. I wanted this shiny Swablu with 5 IVs or 6 IVs, whatever. It's 30. It's 30 3 times and then 31 for hidden power flying. But wow, really? But the thing is, I didn't end up. I think my particular Emerald game basically did not have. My particular Emerald game did not have like whatever nature I wanted to be shiny, so I just traded that PID to make it RNG. To make it RNG? I just RNG'd the trainer ID to make that PID shiny and then traded it over to Ruby right after completing the intro. And then hatched the shiny. Those are really the only 3 times I've done it, but yeah. Wish Chansey was an egg. Yes, it was actually. It was one of several egg-specific events that they gave out. If there was actually still a Wish Chansey in the wild somewhere, you could RNG it to be shiny by hatching it, rare candying it, figuring out its PID, because you know it's going to be method 2. There is a correlation, and then you would figure it out, and then you would make it shiny by trading it. Like, you know how spin to spot pattern was used for Gen 3 egg RNG? You could theoretically do that in any game, like, before Gen 6, right? Well, why would... yeah, you could, I guess. Because the PID is always detached. Actually, I'm not sure you could do it in Gen 5. In Gen 5, it's weird. It's PID isn't detached from IVs, but maybe I'm misunderstanding. I wonder what Pokemon is going to spawn here. Because this could spawn a valid Pokemon, not just a bad egg. Because that's the wrong seed. And some random ASLR. We're looking for this. There are Wish Chansey egg dupes in the wild. Well, what do you mean? First of all, what do you mean by the wild? Because the only way I'm getting that egg is if I the only way I'm getting that egg is if I see someone in person. Which, yes, I am fully vaccinated, but it's still pretty hard to go anywhere. In addition to that, I consider cloning like totally valid and fine and good. Excuse me. I'm tired. Oh, I don't. I am not interested in that, I will tell you. It's not that I don't consider them legit, but it's just like not really how I like to play, I guess. Like, if there was a Project Pokemon way to receive the event myself, like there is in Gen 4, where you can just inject Wonder Cards. And the button press didn't go. Where you could just inject Wonder Cards and stuff like that. Then I would totally be down to do that, and, you know, that'd be interesting to me. But the thing is, you're just downloading a pre-generated Pokemon, right? So it's not really interesting to me. But the problem is you can't really inject Gen 3 events like that, because I think a lot of the time the events in the Gen 3 side, they were generated GameCube side, right? Like, were they even generated on the Game Boy? Like, I'm pretty sure they were generated on GameCube and then sent. But maybe I'm wrong. Excuse me. But if you're into that, then, you know, that's fine for you, right? No. Every Wish Chansey is not identical. They all are different. It depends on the event, Lappy. So a lot of the Toys R Us ones are just like cloned Mews. Like for the Mews or whatever, a lot of them were just identical. But basically anything from the Nintendo world, the Pokemon Center thing, anything from there was like generated on a GameCube and then sent into it, and you would receive it at like the counter from the guy, I'm pretty sure. Or it would just be generated on the GameCube and dumped into your party. What's up, Rotom Nation and Thirsty Michael? How you guys doing? Really? Oh, maybe we'll get a valid guy. Here we are. Right. See you later. No, we don't. There are dumps. There are dumps of it. However, the person who had it dumped, to my knowledge, maybe this is still wrong. So basically, from what I understand, some of the Nintendo World Pokemon Center events have been preserved and backed up, but the guy who owned them didn't want them distributed to the public. So he just has them. Because Hard for Games did a video on it, which it was some Gen 2 and Gen 3 events, I think. And I got annoyed about it. Basically calling the guy who isn't giving it out to everyone a little bitch. Or something akin to that, like. Because they are. For not distributing that to the public. However, in response to that, I was also told that the only way to actually activate these events and distribute them is with a developer GameCube console. Although I would counter that with, I would be willing to bet you could make some Wii homebrew that would get that shit working, but that's just me. Some eggs were generated via Game Boy, some were generated onto official games and then traded, and some were generated using similar to GameCube but with some special hardware. Yeah, that's what the one that was preserved with the Nintendo World stuff. Yo, what's good, Squid? How you doing? Giratina got banished, she turned into a bad egg. Yup. I don't know why the person is keeping them hidden. I think it's in part because... So, they might... No, the person who had it specifically didn't want it distributed. Unless we're thinking of two different cases. But I remember specifically the person was like, he doesn't want to do it. No, I actually am fairly certain it had something to do with... He basically stole it. Like, he just used to work at Nintendo World, and when it was supposed to be destroyed, he just, like, took it home or something. Like, he was just, like, a retail guy who just took it home. Special chip, and without that, it's impossible. I mean, I always believe in software solutions when you talk about the Wii, but because I always think it could be possible on the Wii, because the Wii is fucking insane. Did I say how do you Ogden him? Well, why would you destroy a piece of history? I mean, Nintendo doesn't view it as history, right? They view it as a marketing tool. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with him fucking just yoinking it. I would have fucking done the same thing too, even if they fired me. The fuck? You're a retail worker at Nintendo World. If people can distribute a Gengar named the N-word, anything is possible. It's actually really easy to make those fake distributions for the DS though, not as much as the Game Boy Advance. Well, I thought he preserved the save as well. You seem much more plugged into this than I am, Lexi. Lexi? Lexi. Really? This is going to be another heads and the tails. What are we doing this poor Giratina? It says it'll be 143. Yeah, okay, we're on the same ASLR. Well, I have 6 fainted Pokemon, and when you have 6 fainted Pokemon, you corrupt it severely. Basically, from my understanding to, you know, my limited understanding anyway. Basically, when you have 6 fainted Pokemon, the game is trying to find a valid Pokemon for you to send out. And when it does that, it looks in the 7th party slot, which is invisible and shouldn't be there. Or it should be there, but you should never be able to throw a Pokemon from it. The 7th party slot also contains the data for the encounter for the wild Pokemon you're speaking to, in my case, Giratina. So I think what first happens is your Pokemon is generated from the 7th spot, and then it is re-encrypted to create a valid Pokemon, potentially a valid Pokemon, but it's re-encrypted the normal way on the other side for the wild Pokemon, and that's why Giratina is changing. They distributed countless of the event mons. Well, how? I'll always be extremely critical of the decision to intentionally leave things private. Hmm. You never know who's willing to work on what, right? Dang it. 89, random one. All right, at least we hit that one. We're going for 232, 28. No, 28, 38. Imagine I get a valid for alligator. People haven't found a way to get this working on Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I believe that's the issue, is just that the Pomeg glitch is fixed, and they finally actually fixed it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So it only works in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And right now it only works on the American and European versions of the games. Map has not found a way to get it to work on the Japanese games, and they haven't played through the Korean game enough to figure out if it will work. I'm looking at Amazon. I need new chef pants. And I also, I will say this, I also come off like pretty much all of the time with like an extremely harsh tone, but it's like not usually intentional. Basically, I just speak very authoritatively. It's just how I talk. So I'm not usually great at like communicating, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So while I like disagree with the decision to not have that stuff released, like I don't really think people are usually like dickheads or whatever. Blissy's from New York. I feel that I'm often misunderstood for the same reason. It's just a lack of ability for me to communicate properly with people. I'm really bad at like talking to people. You kind of have to like know me a decent amount to like actually communicate with me effectively. And I mean, I do work on it. Like I do work on it. Like I can't put the work on that on other people only, right? Like I have to fucking step up my ability to actually communicate as well. But the longer you actually know me and talk to me, like, you know, in private where I'm just like chilling, like the more you're able to easily like understand and pick up on my weirdo mannerisms and the way I speak and if I actually mean something. Because I often never intend to... I never intend to, like... I don't know. I don't usually try and be mean to people, I guess. And note that this is only when I'm speaking to you in stream, to chat, or like in one-on-one. If you're fucking talking to me in my Discord, I am just an a-hole. Yo, what's up, Jotaro Kujio? Don't apologize for being late. Happy to see you here, homie. Feel that I'm often misunderstood for the same reason. It's just hard, Andrew. Blissy's from New York. I have funny stories about that. My parents have a home in a beach town in South Jersey. New Jersey. They have a home there, and they're actually moving there full-time soon anyway, but... Basically, it's a beach town. It's a beach town. It's a vacation town. It's very relaxing there. People are just chill. And whenever, like, me and my fiance go down there, we were down there one time, and, like, we were walking around, and someone was like, hello, like, they just said hi to us while we were walking down the street. And I was like, we look at each other like, what the fuck are these people talking to us for? Like, what are you saying shit to us for? Like, why are you talking to us? And it's literally just because they were, like, relaxed and in a good mood. You know what I mean? But I'm so used to the New York, you know, a-holery, where, like, you know, people are just trying to fucking scamage you. Like, I don't go into the city very often. I don't deal with New York City very often either, right? But even in my local mall, like, there would be, like, tiny booths, where people would try and sell, like, shitty toys or, like, pillows or whatever the fuck. And, like, you just have to ignore them. Like, they'll pitch you stuff. They'll be like, oh, come check this out. Look at this product. And it's like, you actually just have to literally ignore these people. And that's just what New York is like. I don't know if other places are like that, but, like, New York has a lot of people that are just really like that. They'll bother you. They'll try and sell shit to you. And it's just fucking weird and shitty. And so I'm not used to other people having... Like, I'm not used to having innocuous reactions with other randos. Like, normally, it's... Yeah, I don't know, like, random people who are just like content and they just want to say hi because they're being neighborly. Not used to that. The only exception to this rule, because there is an exception to this rule if you don't live in New York, here's the important thing. If they have a dog, or if you have a dog, they just want to come and interact with the dog, or you just want to interact with the dog. This is understandable. And if someone comes up to you when you have a dog, they just want to pet the dog. They just want to say hi to your dog. That's the one time where they're not trying to annoy you. I actually used to have a problem with this when I was dog walking, because that was my job for a while. And like, that was my job for a while, was walking dogs, and I would always, I would look like this, right? Big ass beard, fucking bun, fat. I'd have headphones on. Literally, I would have big headphones on as I was walking so I could fucking ignore everyone. I couldn't be giving off bigger vibes of like, hey, can you fucking not like speak to me? And people would still come up to me on the daily, despite my headphones, and and they were over ear the headphones. Like, I was not wearing earbuds. I don't like earbuds. I literally have Bluetooth over the ear headphones. I couldn't be giving off or I thought that I couldn't be giving off bigger, hey, don't fucking speak to me vibes. But the problem is I have a dog and everyone just wants to say hi to my dog. So that's how it goes. That's just the problem. Janky Dice, I have a question. Is it possible to obtain perfect IVs in a Belgium? Yes, it is. There are multiple different ways to do it. You could use the battle video method just on its own, where you wait thousands of frames just to get to a 5 IV frame. You could use the XDSeed method, which is just an advanced method of battle video where you have 2 emeralds and 2 Game Boy Advances. Or you could use arbitrary code execution to jump to the frame faster. But in short, it is possible in 3 separate ways. What's up, HCH? How are you? Thank you for stopping by. The fastest way to do it without a glitch is going to be the battle video method, but you need two copies of Pokemon Emerald, so I do have a 5 IV perfect Metagross, but it's from breeding in Emerald. I think I did it in Emerald. Could have done it in Ruby Sapphire. And I have so many videos I need to do. I just have to like fucking take a week out and just do them. All right. Whoa, that was a weird one. I like it when they're gone for a while. Oh, hello, welcome back. What is happening? Just some normal intended encounters. All right. Oh. Moving right along. I am corrupting the battle via the Pomeg glitch in an attempt to get a Feraligatr to spawn that I can then subsequently catch, is actually what the plan is. Why Feraligatr, you may ask? Well, the answer is simply I like Feraligatr, and I don't think there needs to be a better reason. I just like Feraligatr, okay? He is cool, he is big, and he's blue. All 3 qualities that I think are appreciable. COVID names. Labels are based on alpha and beta. You gotta fucking... What the fuck is this chick saying? Jesus Christ. Dude, there's some weird shit going on, dude. Like, I actually don't even like I don't know what COVID restrictions are like by you guys, but like in where I live in New York, and they basically removed the fucking vaccination. They removed the mask laws if you're vaccinated, which like doesn't seem like a great idea to me. Like, you can still spread it and catch it if you're not masked up. Well, mask doesn't really protect you, it protects others, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, I understand hanging out with other vaccinated people is still safe. But like stores just aren't checking. Like the store I work at, like again, I'm fully vaccinated, and the store I work at just lets anyone walk in without a mask. Like, they're not checking for vaccines, right? They're not checking they're not asking for your fucking vaccination card. So they're just letting anyone walk in. I feel like it's gonna spread. Ugh. Didn't realize I wasn't subbed. Just fixed that. Your content is dope. Thanks for the tutorials. Thank you very much, Prince Footstool. I appreciate it. Removing the mask mandate is just kind of trying to calm down the angry amount of people who don't want to wear a mask anymore. It's like, honestly, not. Let me tell you something. If you have a problem with wearing a mask and there's like not an actual medical reason for it, you're a little bitch. This annoys me. I work in a supermarket. I work with food. So I work next to a hot griddle, a hot grill, a hot fucking rotisserie oven. I have to wear a mask 8.5 hours a day. Okay? If I can wear a mask 8.5 hours a day, you can wear it for 30 minutes while you're grocery shopping or fucking jerking it, going to get new clothes or some dumbass shit, right? It's so ridiculous. These people getting so upset about masks. You don't have to wear it that often. It's not a big deal. Whoa, thank you for the $10, Bazar Leem. How am I screen recording my DS? I have a DS capture card installed, the Loopy capture card. I installed it myself. You can see here. I think Loopy's currently out of stock of them, but I bought them when this was like wasn't even really that popular, I guess. I bought it for $50 probably in like 2015 or something, or 2016. I really appreciate that. $10 though. Thank you. I still wear a mask even though it's not required anymore. Yeah. I still wear a mask in all the stores and all that jazz. It's still an issue. How entirely have to be to not wear one? Yeah, exactly. Like, just protect other people. Like, that's the worst part, right? Is it's not like, you know what? If masks, like, if it had come out that masks protected you, right? Like, not the N95 one, just a standard mask had protected you, everyone would be wearing the masks because they would be afraid to get the virus. But because the mask doesn't protect you, it protects other people, people are behaving extra selfishly. It's so insane and so frustrating. So we talked about that topic, was helping a friend to move into his new apartment today, and there was this girl that had the fucking audacity to not wear a mask, and then a few moments later tell everyone that she had contact on Friday with an infected. I'm so mad. Yeah, I'd be mad too. What the fuck? You'll probably keep wearing a mask after herd immunity is reached for this, because transmitting other diseases also sucks, costs me nothing, you spew out less germs into the world. Yeah, I mean, exactly. On top of that, someone who has chronic illnesses is probably going to have to be wearing N95s for a long time when they go out, right? My friend told me that he's basically going to have to continue to wearing them. He's thinking it might even be for the rest of his life, because he's on immunosuppressants. Like he's on an immune suppressant pill, because of his fucking he had an organ transplant when he was younger. And if you don't take immune suppressants, no matter what, your body will eventually slowly reject the organ. I actually didn't know this until he had told me about this. But basically, I don't know if there's ever even cases where your body doesn't reject the organ. It's just a matter of how aggressively and how quickly it rejects the organ, which is defined by how good the match is. And because he has like an excellently matched kidney, so he doesn't even need a very high dose of the immune suppressants, but it still fucks him up. It's nice to be able to put on a mask, hoodies, and headphones and be completely inaccessible. Hard agree. I can't believe I just let people breathe on me before. Like, the only time I ever have an issue with the masks is in, you know, the hot kitchen in the summer. But even then, I just walk into the walk-in refrigerator, pull the mask down for a second, cool off in the fridge, pull it back up, and I head back out. Because I use bandanas, but, you know, double-layered bandana for it. It's just more comfortable for me. Brahiffy Jr. Hi, Dad. Hello. Like, it's not even about me, but I live with my grandpa. He's 91, and if he gets COVID... Yes, exactly. This is why my grandparents kept saying, like, oh, you're gonna visit? Like, shut up, Grandpa. I'm not visiting until this shit's done. Like, I'll visit my grandpa now because he's vaccinated and I'm vaccinated. But, like, before then, like, I'm not visiting you. I work with the public. I work in a grocery store. Like, yes, I'm in the kitchen, so it's not as public as a cashier or something of the like. But it's actually really annoying because I work in a kitchen, and whenever people have shit to say to me, right, they're behind like a 3-foot counter top, right, and we're talking, and I can't fucking hear them. I'm partially deaf in my right ear. There's a loud ass oven going back. I've got shit grilling, so it's going psst. It's very loud. It's clunky. It's loud. If you've ever been in a kitchen, you know it's fucking loud in a kitchen. We got a big ass hood that's sucking all the air up, that's super loud. You know, it's hot and loud. I can't hear them. And so I'm like, what? I can't hear you. Can you speak up? What is their solution? Pull mask down. It's like, the mask isn't the reason. Number one, the mask barely muffles you. Okay? Number two, the mask is not the reason. Why I cannot hear you. It is just loud back here. Number three, it's COVID. You can just yell. People understand that if the mask is muffling you, just yell. Who cares? Now I have to isolate myself for a few days and walk around with a mask at my own walls and take a test to see if I got shit out because one stupid selfish person. Exactly. It's some dumbass bullshit. Every time someone pulls down their mask, talk to me at work, I want to scream. Yeah, I actually got in trouble at my last job. Fuck, dude, I can't believe it keeps my seat. At my last job, someone talked to me, and this was like in May last year when it was really bad in New York. Someone talked to me without, like, their mask was on, and they pulled it down to speak to me. And I was alone in the kitchen. A different job than the one I work at right now. And I was alone in the kitchen, and so I didn't have my mask on. I was sitting at like a table texting or whatever the fuck. And the lady comes in, I put my mask on, I go out to speak to her. And also, for the record, I would always wear the mask when I was working with the food. I just wasn't even working with food. It was just a rainy day. It was super dead in the middle of a COVID fucking pandemic in a cafe in the shittiest location of all time. So there was just, I wasn't even doing anything. So this lady walks in and she pulls her mask down to talk to me. And I go, excuse me, can you pull your mask up? And she's like, well, you had it down back there. And I was like, I was alone and I wasn't working with anything. Like, can you please, like, I'm wearing one now when I'm communicating with you. Can you please pull it back up? And she yelled at me and then left and called the owner and told her that I was rude because I asked her to pull her mask up. And I just told, my owner was like, you can't argue with customers. And this is why, by the way, I stopped working at a small business because I've dealt with this encounter too many times where the owners are just like complete a-holes, or like you basically, when there's a problem, you have to communicate directly with the person who owns the business and signs your paycheck and writes your hours, as opposed to a manager where you can go to HR or stuff like that. So like I was dealing directly with the owner, and she's like, you can't talk to customers like that. Like you can't tell them to put a mask up. And I was like, yeah, I can, and I fucking will. Like, I'll just call the cops next time. Like, I told her I didn't give a shit. Like, I was like, I'll call the fucking CDC on you, tell you, like, that you're making no one wear masks. Like, you think I give a shit? Oh, fuck. Like, you think I give a shit about your businesses? Like, I don't. I just work here, lady. Yeah, I think I went too far. I think that was my fault. Probably not admin. Follow social cues. I don't make a fuss about businesses require masks. People who make a fuss are ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not a really big deal. Like, my coworker was like, actually, it was my boss. My manager was like, how can they still tell you to wear a mask even if it's not the law? And I said, Jamie, is it the law that you have to wear a shirt when you walk into the store? And she goes, no. And I was like, well, why do they have a sign up that says, no shirt, no service? Is that going against your constitutional right? It's no mask, no service. Like, a business can do it. It's a private entity for positive and negative effects, you know? I was at a store a month ago. There was a lady where every time she wanted to speak, she would pull her mask down to her chin. Dude, it drives me crazy. Dude, I've just been pulling the block button lately. If I see anything on Twitter I even remotely don't like, I just block the person. I'm actually done interacting with people who I don't want to interact with. I'm completely done. I don't know about you guys. I know I haven't even gotten a gator to spawn today, honestly. Lozenge that rebuilds tooth enamel. What the fuck? Guys, there's a lozenge that builds tooth enamel. Have all gators been bad eggs or crashes? All the gators have crashed. I have gotten gators before, but they crash. Nope, that was a crash. That was fucking... Okay, next one. I think I've gotten 4 gators at this point, and they've all crashed before the menu opened. $35, $34. No luck with Gator to get it to not crash? No, not yet. It's gonna be hype when we get the stable Gator though. Correct. Hopefully we'll be able to RNG it soon. The crash is determined by two things. The crash is determined by, are you on the correct ASLR? This much is known. The other thing that causes the crash is mostly unknown right now, although Map is going to look into it. But it's basically just, will the menu spawn or not? Or will the game crash on a dex entry? And that a lot has to do with the party pointers for the enemy Pokemon. So it isn't necessarily tied to the Pokemon at all. The Meditite was just the first thing he found that he could stabilize. I'm trying to do living shiny decks with platinum using the cute charm glitch. Need to learn how to get consistent shinies with breeding statistics. I do have a breeding video for Gen 4, although it is a bit older. It doesn't use Pokefinder. But it is really easy. I've done a lot of breeding in Gen 4. I think the only the only one that was completed fully was Meditite using a proof of concept. In theory, you could use this to spawn literally any Pokemon. Yeah, so even after, so Admiral Fish is actually working on figuring out. Imagine doing Giratina. That's actually fucking funny. That's actually such a good meme, Lappy. I can't believe I didn't even think of that. So Admiral Fish is working on a way right now, potentially, to manipulate the ASLR, which is one of the values that determines if we're going to crash or not. And if that becomes fully manipulatable, there will still be some randomness based on some crashing. If Map never figures out how to notice what's causing the menu to spawn or not. And so then it basically becomes of manip the proper ASLR, manip the proper seed at the same time. And then once you do that, you simply try different actual encounters until one of them doesn't crash. That was the reason why I wanted to take a break from this, right? Because it's basically just trial and error at this point. Hi, Mama. So it's just trial and error at this point. So that's why I want to take a... Goldfish. I think I'm on the wrong seed. Right seed. Really? A crash? Yeah, you can find your existing secret ID, but yeah, there's two real ways to do it. Basically, you either need to have the red... What the fuck? Either do not be past the point of the red Gyarados because you can use the red Gyarados, or be before the red Gyarados, or be after the red Gyarados, and you just have to catch a random shiny that's not chained. You have a legit shiny Pidgeot and the red Gyarados. Yeah, so all you need to do at this point, assuming the Pidgeot wasn't bred, you need to completely remove Pidgeot's EVs and figure out its exact IVs. That is your only way to figure out your secret ID. Red Gyarados, you can't use the red Gyarados if it's caught. It needs to be not caught. Yeah, you just need to figure out the IVs on it. All right, 120, not it. You got that one out of the way quickly. I use a different ID than one in the tutorial. Does that make you a smart cookie? Yeah, it does, because most people just copy my tutorial exactly, get the same exact ID as me. Good luck. Thank you. I need it. Actually, I need to also do my fucking Duolingo. I haven't done this today at all, I don't think. Nope. Fuck, it was backwards.
行き、学校、午前、に、会社、午後10時に寝ます。
I didn't hear it.
午後10時に寝ます。
I go to sleep at 2. Genius, 10 p.m. No, I hit enter by accident. I was gonna go to sleep at 10 p.m.
学校、だ、午前、会社、会社に行きません。
I don't know what kaisha means.
会社
Oh. I won't go to the office. I will not go to the office. Fucking preach, brother.
じゃ、何時
RNG time do you go to bed? Nanji ni nemasu ka?
寝ますか
Yeah.
午後6時に食べます
Gogo 6時に食べますか? 食べます. I eat food. I eat at 6 p.m. I will not go to the office.
会社
に起きます。
行きません
Japanese
午
on
後10時
Duolingo?
半頃に寝ます
Yeah. What's up, Shadow Renegade? Is there a convenient way to get the EV removing berries, or do I have to grow them? I have no idea. I've never done it that way.
午後10時半頃に寝ます
I can't. Go.
午後10
Ooh,
時半
I already
午後10時半頃に寝ます
Go Jujihan.
Goro
Ni
ni
ne
nemasu.
mas. What does that mean? I go to sleep around 10:30. Yeah. I go to the office around 9 o'clock. Where's fucking QG?
9時
Yeah. QG,
Goro ni-
Goro ni.
会社
Okimasu. Yeah.
じゃ何時に寝ますか
Ja.
Nanji
Nanji ni ne
masu ka?
I mean, so when do you go to sleep? Go to sleep at 11 p.m.
11
Jichin G.
時
Ni
ne
ne mas. Nope. Ah, fucking. Dang it, I forgot Gogo.
午後11
Ji ni ne mas. There you go.
会社
Gaisha means office. I go to sleep around 10:30 p.m. Don't forget the p.m. this
午
time.
後
Go 10:30.
10時半
Jujihan. Goro ni ne mas. Yeah.
午後11時に寝ます
Go 11 ji ni ne mas. I go to sleep at 10 p.m. Nope, it was 11 because I'm an idiot.
午後
Nope,
午
it's
後会
Kaisha.
社
Fuck. I eat at 6 p.m. I know this one.
午後
Go. Roku. Ji ni. Tabemasu.
午後10時に寝ます
Go 10 ji ni nemasu. I go to sleep at 6 p.m. Nope, at fucking 10. Juji, hello, at 10 p.m. I go to sleep at 10 p.m. So I just like don't read anything that's happened. I've considered learning Japanese, I've just never felt like it. I mean, I took it for a long time. I'm just using this to keep it up. I'm on 66 days. I don't know if you guys can see the 66, but it would be easier to show on this, right? 66 days in a row, baby. Alright, anyway. Pretty sure I'm on the right seed. Imagine this is the one. That'd be hype. Give me at least a gator, even if it freezes. No. We get a cool animation, though. That is very fucking weird. Oh, it's level 0. You should use Anki for keeping up with your Japanese. I don't know what that is. Flashcards? No, thank you. Fuck that shit. Duolingo works fine. I just need to learn words and I just need to learn kanji. I remember stuff really well. I just have to use it more. It's like Duolingo's working fine for me because I just I need to do it every day. And it's just got a thing that says, yeah, you're doing it every day. It's the best way I'm telling you. Don't tell me how I fucking learn best. I do not learn the same as neurotypical people. Because I am not such a thing. As a native Japanese speaker, conscious black, learn at your pace. No, it's not even about pace per se. It's just I don't learn like the same way other people learn. Or like neurotypical people learn or whatever. Like, so I like, it's very hard for me to get into a routine if I am not interested in something, or if I'm trepidatious about beginning something or doing something or something like that. It's very hard for me to get into doing it. And so I got into Duolingo, and now it's got the streak going, and I just have to do one little lesson every single day. Even if I'm burned out and I'm tired as fuck, I can always squeeze one lesson out of myself, and I'm very good at remembering things. Like I don't have the energy to do big ass lessons or fucking flashcard. Like my ADHD would fucking zone me right out if I was just looking at flashcards or whatever. Duolingo is working very well for me because it's like, because of how because I've tried other apps. Obviously, I'm not just gonna try one app or whatever. But I think what is working for me with this app is just the combination of visual learning, right? Like I see the stuff. Oh, I've hit this one before. So yeah, I think what's important is the combination of I am like doing it every day. Like I got into the habit, and now I feel sort of weirdly obligated to myself to make sure I'm doing it literally every single day. But it just checks all the boxes for me. I have to type stuff. I get read stuff. Like the thing speaks to me. I have to click stuff in specific gamey ways. So it just ends up working out really well for me in that aspect. That it helps cover all of my visual. Like I'm a very visual, auditory learner. Like I need to be shown things. Like I need to see things, and I need to be heard, and I need to hear things. That's actually one of the reasons why I made my YouTube channel, because I like it's reading a guide I can do, and I can learn from reading a guide, but without watching someone do it, I'm a lot less sure of myself than I would be otherwise, and I learn a lot slower. I have to do a lot of repeated tests and things like that, and because that and so I would make the video guides for people who actually learn like me. I learn better when I am shown a video of doing something, or when I am spoken to, or when, stuff like that in general. What's good? Oh, I can't believe it's already 8. I'll talk this good. He was holding my family hostage. Fuck him. Jokes on Duolingo. I don't have a good relationship with my family. I only speak to them as much as I do because my fiance wants to have a good relationship with them. Oh, and because my grandparents are still alive. I love all my grandparents. They are the best. I have 3 grandparents still alive, miraculously. So, that's important. Same here, yeah. I don't get along with them. I am tired. I think I hit. Yeah. Wrong seed. I knew it. I have never seen that in my life. Hello? What is this tiny upside down egg? Oh, alright. That was fucking wild. That was insane. That was a completely new one. Never seen that before in my life. Ugh. Well. Oh. Oh. All right. Tails, please. Oh. Well, we'll probably get that same cool egg animation. Nope, this is a different seed again. Oh no, because I switched timers, I think. I don't remember. Oh man, I went through a good number of seeds. Oops. Did anyone laugh at that? I thought in my head that's a clever joke, but it wasn't very. I didn't laugh. Sorry, buddy. Fucking tired. R6. What the fuck? Cartridge stand. Oh my god, it's so hard to. It crashes before the egg can spawn. That makes it an extra crispy egg. Fair enough. Oh, I'm so sore right now. Come on. I'll just stuff my face with gold. Bro, I fucking love the goldfish Reno. They're so yummy. They're such a good snack. Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Oh, at least I'm off after work tomorrow, actually. Oh, that's such a relief. I have an extra random day. I'm so happy. Maybe correct? Can I get one gator? I don't remember if I'm on the right frame. Oh, we got a gator. Well. Oh, it froze. At least I got one gator. Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you to all who tuned in to me. I know it was a bit impromptu, a bit boring, but I appreciate you all hanging out. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will have a Coliseum stream for you. Yeah, thank you for watching. I love you all. See you later.